The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com proudly present live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lady Railer basketball is brought to you in part by these fine sponsors. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located in downtown Lincoln at 509 Pulaski Street. Call 217-735-4385. Heartland Community College, Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln Dare program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool, along with competitive rates. James Siddons, a proud supporter and longtime fan of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. Thank you for watching WLCN's exclusive live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order Butterburgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Our YouTube channel tonight. I'm Jay Harden along with the coach, Kerry Froby, as we have the Lady Railers in action tonight against the, Lady Hearts or the Hearts of Effingham High School. Lincoln comes into this game with an undefeated record of 26-0, working on the wings of history tonight, trying to tie the all-time school record for wins at 27, 9-0 in the Apollo Conference, and shooting for their first conference title in 23 seasons.
Wow.
Lincoln won 5 Big 12 titles under coaches Fultz, Bowers, and Jan Smock, and a couple of Central State 8 titles again under Ed Moore, but haven't won a conference title since the 1999-2000 season and have never won an Apollo Conference title. And Coach, considering where this program was at when Taylor Rohrer took over and how far it has come in her 11 seasons here, I don't want to say this is a miracle, but this is some significant progress for the Lincoln Lady Railers program. And what we see is a junior-dominated team. We've got a good freshman class, a JV team that remains undefeated after a 52-30 win over Effingham tonight that wasn't all that easy. There's a lot to look forward to as far as the future of this program goes.
Most definitely, and I know on the West Lincoln side you've got a sixth grade group coming up too. So I mean, a couple years you're going to still have some girls that'll be playing with this freshman group again. So, that's, I think Taylor and I talked about that, and we did one night after the game, just about Coach Al has a good program put in place at the younger age. He gets them here in June, working on all the camps, so the kids are building those skills when they're younger, and it shows because he's got a true program built here, and the Lady Railers have been working on that over the years, and you're starting to see that now.
So coming into tonight's game, 26-0, 9-0 in the Apollo Conference. A win tonight assures them at least a share of the Apollo Conference crown. Taylorville sits at 8-2. They're just 2 games back. Something I was looking at, and it really kind of surprised me because I hadn't taken that much of a look at it, but the Apollo is a 7-team league. 5 of the 7 teams have 18 or more wins so far this year. This is a good girls basketball league. It's very competitive.
You're right, it is. And when we switched over from the CSA into this league, that was one thing that they said is the girls side of things it's very competitive, and which is good for us for that postseason runs that we're hoping for. And you got your Mahomet's, you've got your Taylorville, your Mount Zion's a good team, is a good team too. So and they're all good programs. They all have the younger feeder programs, and so it's a great program for the girls. The travel, not so much, but the competitiveness, I'll agree on that.
You have some news as far as the injury front goes for the Lady Railers. It looks like we're getting somebody back from an injury.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, is we might see a Becca Heitzig sighting tonight on the floor. Worked out with her on Wednesday, and she was shooting lights out. She hasn't missed a beat. So she's out there with the brace on now. I don't know how many minutes she'll get. I think they're going to probably try to ease her back in. So I think it'll kind of go on how the game goes as well.
This was a team we beat 83-46 back in December. The junior varsity girls Well, I don't say they struggled the first half, but Effingham stayed with them for at least the first half. It was a tight ball game in the first half, but they were finally able to pull away and got it out to about a 20-point lead there in the third quarter and maintained the lead to a 52-30 win, and the JV remains undefeated. How much you can't change a whole heck of a lot from the time you beat them 83-46 at their place. So you're kind of I don't want to say one of these trap games where the opposing coach can do a lot of different things that you haven't seen or didn't see the first time around, but you can't change that much from when you beat them the first time around.
And you don't really want to change a whole lot. I always say you want to make a team try to beat you, and we go on what makes us successful, and we go to what we feel comfortable doing. And that's where when you see like a team like that got beat like that, hey, you may see some junk defenses. They're going to try whatever they can. Everybody wants to take down that top team, and they're gonna do whatever they can. So you'll see a lot of different things that you mainly didn't see probably at the beginning of the season. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do see a triangle and two, or just trying different things to see to make the Lady Railers get a little bit flustered.
The girls were up 51-12 halftime against Mount Zion on Tuesday night.
Yeah. And
ended up winning 62-25. Effingham comes off a win over Charleston, and unfortunately the poor Charleston girls are really, as we said, are struggling. They're very young, but at least what we saw when we faced them on Saturday is very enthusiastic, and they really are playing hard. They're trying very hard, to their credit. But when you sit and look at it, both of these teams coming off of big victories in their last games. The Lady Railers really trying to get themselves set for the regional. We know that the regional assignments, the seeds have come out. We were seeded number 1. Apparently the brackets were done sometime late this afternoon, but I have not seen those yet.
I haven't either.
And we may try and check on those here before.
Somebody said, after 4, after 5, right. And I still haven't seen those yet.
Here before we go live here for the game or at halftime. So I'll tell you what, folks, let's send it back to the station for a 2-minute word from some of our fine sponsors. When we come back, Coach and I will have more of the pregame show. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Both teams continue warming up here. Officials are on the floor. 7 minutes before we tip off here. And Coach, we were just looking over, the brackets were released. We know we're going to Bloomington to play in the regional tournament, and we face Rantoul on Valentine's Day.
Yeah! Yes, where else would we rather be?
The St. Valentine's Day Massacre at Bloomington. Hopefully we're doing the massacring against Rantoul at 6 p.m. That'll be a 6 p.m. game. It's a doubleheader that night. The other two teams playing will be Champaign Central and Bloomington. They'll play at 7:30. If we win that game, we would face the winner of that game at Bloomington, 7 p.m. Friday night the 17th. The winner of that game advances to the Rochester sectional against the Decatur Eisenhower regional winner, which if it sets up could very well be Mount Zion on Tuesday, February the 21st at 6 p.m. And looming there will be the assumed Central State 8 champion girls, the Rochester Rockets. You could very well face them on their home floor in that sectional.
Yep. And, I mean, is it them and SHG battling it out? I think they...
Yes, in fact, they play SHG tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
It's a big game for SHG. Rochester virtually, I think, assures themselves if they win, it's an outright title. I think they have already clinched a share of the crown.
Got it. Well, and we might want to mention, too, tonight, I think during the halftime of the varsity game here, they're going to honor the 8th grade the 8th grade players of at Lincoln. So, like Lincoln Junior High, CEL, West Lincoln, Carroll, I think they're going to honor. Am I right? I'm pretty sure. I think I saw something. I don't know. I may have dreamed it.
We need to give a shout out to the 7th grade boys at West Lincoln Broadwell. Won their sectional. They advanced to the state tournament, which is tomorrow, I believe.
It is, yes.
And you
2:30.
Yes, you will be gone tomorrow, as Cruz has been signing autographs. I saw as he came up here, from his homies and his peeps.
So I've already talked to people in the crowd to yell, "Use your legs," since I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So if you're listening and you're coming out tomorrow, be my voice.
So, from a coach's perspective, take your mom hat off, take your broadcaster hat off, and put the coach's hat on. You're trying. You've got a chance to have a conference title. You pretty much have the conference sewn up. You're going to be facing teams here toward the end. Maybe you've already beaten, and it's maybe a little difficult to get the girls, up for. One thing we've seen, the girls really haven't let up. They haven't taken an opponent for granted so far. How do you keep this team motivated to the regional?
You know what? I think this team actually is self-motivated. They're so goal-oriented. They've got their mindset. They're on a mission, and they want to accomplish something. And I don't think there takes much motivation in regards to getting them ready for games. They know every game's important. They know every game they're improving. They're learning. They're getting better. And every game isn't their ultimate goal. The one at the end will be their ultimate goal, but they know what they're working towards, if that makes sense.
Put the mom hat back on for a second. And actually, it's a mom/coach hat.
Oh.
Your daughter has gotten a lot of attention from a lot of Division I schools, and probably Division II and Division III as well. So a lot of colleges have shown an interest in your daughter. I've even seen people follow my tweets that are assistant coaches for some of the bigger programs.
Yes.
How do you handle that as a parent? How do you keep that from being a distraction at this point in time?
You know what? Chloe does a really good job of kind of managing that stuff herself. As parents, we had to kind of rein ourselves in because we were asking, like, who you talking to, and who called tonight, and she does a really good job managing that. And I know personally, at first it was hard to give up that control, like not knowing who was calling your child, and but the coaches that she kind of has narrowed it down to are pretty amazing, and they all are very supportive of her. And a lot of them, give good advice, and you've seen a lot of them here at the games. They fly in, they give her support, and I think in Chloe's mind, I think she'll worry about that once the season ends, and because right now it's about her and the girls and this team and what they want to accomplish. So, but as a parent, you know what? You see all those nights and weekends and summer days and times we've spent in the gym for all of these girls. They've spent countless hours in. So for me as a parent and as a coach, it's so rewarding to see the success that they're all getting.
I heard a college coach being interviewed, and I can't remember who it was for the life of me. It was I'm thinking maybe it was Brad Underwood, and I could be wrong. but they had the thought that they would like to see all contact between the college coaches and the athletes go through the high school coach. What do you think about that? I mean, it seems like it maybe makes a good idea. There are certain pratfalls to it, but at the same time, maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I guess I'd have to look at the pros and cons, because I see right now in the AAU, these coaches, AAU coaches, have built such a relationship with a lot of these college coaches that some of these high school coaches don't have. So for me, my side of it now, I see the business side, and I see what these AAU coaches and the relationships they have, that these coaches don't have, college coaches don't have with the high school. So it would be nice. I would like to see it go through the high school as much, but that's a lot of pressure on your high school coaches too. They're not just coaches like your AAU ones are. They're teachers. They're doing other extracurricular activities and stuff like that. So I don't know. That's a lot. There's a lot of time that goes into those phone calls and things with college coaches. So
let's go ahead and send it back to the station for a 1 minute and 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, Jay Harden and Kerry Froby. Starting lineups about to be announced, so I'll turn it over to the coach. Coach, who do you have for starters here tonight?
Oh, here we go. Senior, number 12, Ella Niebrugge. And coming in, number 2, Madison Mapes. Number 20, Sage Altoff. Number 22, Bria Beals, and number 30, Marissa Alley.
They didn't list any sizes, but they don't look, I would say, overly big out there, so we ought to match up size-wise with them very well.
All right, the first starter out for the Lincoln Lady Railers, number 1, a junior, Taryn Stolzenberg. Number 5, a junior, Chloe Froby. Another junior, number 14, Jenna Baseline Bowman. I can't even say Borden now. Number 15, a sophomore, Piper Whiteman.
And we saw her dad, Kirk, here earlier at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Kirk. And number 24, a junior, Tori T.G. Garrett.
All right. Typical starting lineup for the Lincoln Lady Railers. Chloe Froby averaging 27.5 a game. Jenna Bowman averaging 11. Just about 11-1 a game.
Oh, we got a student section here tonight.
Yes, we do. We have a student section all dressed in black tonight. I don't know what the theme is tonight.
I would say black.
I guess so. Blackout? I guess so. I have no idea.
They didn't send us the memo, Jay.
Could be AC/DC shirts down there for all we know. Kiss, Megadeth, something like that. Yeah,
you're right.
Tip controlled by Lincoln. Batted around, and Chloe Froby has it. Brings it into the front court. Baseline Bowman, 18-footer up and no good. Over the rim. Rebound goes number 22, Bria Beals. Maples quickly up the floor for Effingham, and she runs into the Lincoln press in the trap, and she dribbled off her leg and out of bounds.
That's what we like to see.
So right away, 7:46 to go here in the opening quarter. Lincoln able to force a turnover. Ordinarily, that's a shot Jenna Bowman knocks down. Wide open 18-footer off the baseline. Effingham, and Froby drives in, up and no good. Missed the bunny. Ball batted out of bounds, and I thought it went off Chloe last. Nope, it went off Effingham last. It'll remain Lincoln basketball. Baseline almost under their own basket. Kind of an awkward spot to inbound the ball.
It is. Hoping that lid comes off that basket here soon.
Stolzenberg inbounds. Left wing Froby. Froby going to drive in the lane again. Layup time, and she got hacked. And the foul is going to go against number 12, Ella Niebrugge. Yet another Niebrugge, another Niebrugge down in Effingham County. What a surprise!
You know what? They're not from that area, are they?
Yes, I'm kidding. They own the area. What are you talking about? Froby, first one up and rolled around.
So far.
So 2 shots and a free throw missed by the Lady Railers. One of the hallmarks of this team, I was talking with a friend about it, is they've been able to get off to almost lightning fast starts immediately in the first quarter. Second one by Froby up and good. Maples still in the backcourt, batted away by Froby. Hauled out of there, and Althoff has it in the backcourt. Althoff now across the front court, ball batted away from behind. Out front, Maples. Left wing, Niebrugge. Maples as they spread the floor, a little bit of almost a diamond and one offense.
Yeah, there.
Beals at the free throw line. Beals down the lane. Nope. Kicks it back out to Althoff.
They're being very patient. Yeah, they're being very patient here.
Beals goes to Maples, and they're going to spread the floor a little bit and make Lincoln chase.
Yeah, they are.
They go inside to Alley. Alley kicks it back out. Right wing, shot up, no good by Beals. Air ball batted out of bounds, and it was off Stolzenberg last. Remain Effingham basketball. 6:49 to go. It's 1-0. Lady Railers, if you just joined us. Here on a Friday night from Lincoln, Illinois. A really nice crowd here. A nice student section tonight, too. Alley had the ball batted away by Stolzenberg.
Very nice crowd here, out here on this cold, frigid night.
Maples across to Beals. Niebrugge. Maples. They looked inside, didn't throw the ball inside. Now they go inside to Alley. Ball batted away. Froby comes out of there with it. And here comes Chloe on the run. Quickly ahead to Bowman. Bowman stopped, nearly traveled. Back to Froby.
Let's see kind of what defense.
Froby Bowman, 3 off the corner. Good! Bang! A collision concepts 3. And Jenna Bowman knocks the 3 down. 4-0 Lincoln.
She opened that lid there.
Ball kicked out of bounds by Chloe Froby. So and it'll stay Effingham basketball.
So this is something we're talking about next year with the shot clock. Any kick ball then resets to a 20-second, right? If it's down pass. So,
I think that's the case, yes.
So
we will have to ask our officiating guru, Jeff Nelson, about that, but I think that is correct. Maples, long cross-court pass, threw it out of bounds. Bowman inbounds right in front of the Lincoln adult section.
Kind of trying to see what adjustments Effingham did make before this game prior to it. And so far, I mean, they're in their man-to-man, not really sagging off much.
Froby, little spin move down the lane, kick out Bowman. Bowman kicked to Whiteman. Whiteman lost it. Froby picks it up. Froby kicked Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg got hacked, no call. Whiteman 3 on the way. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound, battle for, knocked out of bounds, Lincoln ball.
I think we got lucky on that one.
Could have been a foul on that. A couple of bodies went flying. Stolzenberg inbound under the Lincoln basket.
Probably one of
nice pass to Froby. Nice cut up and good.
One of our slower starts, I would say, though, this year.
6-0. 5:41 to go here in the first quarter. Niebrugge in the backcourt. Niebrugge against Stolzenberg. Nearly threw the ball away. In the corner they go Beals. Beals out front Niebrugge. Niebrugge to Maples. Maples drives against the Lincoln zone. Stops. Kick back out.
They're being
Beals.
very patient. If I would say any adjustment, it would be that they're just kind of.
They go into Alley. Alley kicks it out. Altoff. 3 on the way. Up. No good. Missed everything. Hit the backboard. Ball on the floor. Tied up.
Should be Effingham ball.
And the jump ball goes to Effingham. Maples inbounds underneath the basket. Up and good by Altoff. Got it over the outstretched arms of Chloe Frobe. 6-2 the Lincoln lead. Frobe going to drive against the Effingham defense. Now spins back out. And they're switching all over the place on Chloe. Kick out to Stolzenberg on the left wing. Stolzenberg against the Effingham defense. Nearly carried the basketball in front of the official. Whiteman down the lane. Whiteman looks. Back out Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, nice ball fake. Kick to Bowman. Bowman off the pick from Whiteman. Bowman to Frobe. Frobe. Frobe, stop back 3 up and in and out. No good.
I feel like our spacing tonight's just not. We had everybody on one side of the court.
You're correct. There didn't look like a whole lot of flow to that offense right there. Alley nearly threw the ball away. Niebrugge, ball batted away, and Garrett's comes out of there with it. Here comes Frobe on the run. Ahead to Bowman. Bowman traveled. No call. She drug the pivot foot. Bowman. Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg 3 on the way. Good. Bang, a collision concept 3. Taryn Stolzenberg, 9-2 the Lincoln lead.
That's got to be close to 5.
And the ball thrown away by Effingham. In the backcourt, Jeff Schaefer shouting instructions to his troops.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it should still be in the same position. Nobody touched it.
Taryn Stolzenberg's to inbound again. Looking for the cutter. Whiteman, 15-footer, up and good.
Got it. Piper Whiteman. Nice little jumper from the elbow.
Maples lost the basketball. Could have been a jump ball right there at the half-court line. Alley the basketball against the Lincoln defense. Back out front, Maples. Now Effingham spreads the floor again. Inside to Alley. Baseline Altoff. Beals, long 3 on the way. No good, around and out. Batted away. Alley comes out of there with the rebound. Kicks out Niebrugge. Maples.
Our rebounding has not been there tonight.
Maples to Beals to Maples. Maples and
job,
Garrett
Tori.
steals the ball. Nice anticipation of the pass. Frobe up the court. Frobe, and a lot of contact going on there between her and Niebrugge. And Niebrugge's going to get nailed for the foul.
That'll be her second.
And that is her second. I apologize, folks, with a change in the temperatures. I get a little frog in my throat today.
Did you? Yeah, you got a drink. Okay.
Hopefully he'll come out of there before long.
Seems like that's sticking around for a while.
Frobe inside to Garrett's. Nice pass, nice cut up and good.
Good job.
Coach, fundamentally right there, Tori did the right thing. She never brought the ball down. She kept it up above her head and laid it up and in.
She has very good fundamentals. They're going to call a foul there on Piper.
Now, Lincoln trapped at the half-court line, and Piper Whiteman going to get nailed for the foul.
That was a great trap, exactly where you want to trap the offense there, and that what they call that, the coffin little corner there. Or
Sydney Donaldson in the game for Effingham. Also in the game is Avery Wolf.
Get that.
Beals loses the basketball. Ball on the floor. Altoff in the corner. Inside to Alley. Ball on the floor again. Ball on the floor. Now the jump ball is called.
They took I think three of the Lincoln Lady Railers had to grab a hold of that ball, and finally look who's checking in. I told you might see.
And look at the round of applause as number 4 comes into the game for Lincoln. Becca Heitzig sees her first action. Since a broken bone in her wrist or hand?
It was in her wrist, the lower wrist. Let's
Becca,
see it.
10-foot stop and
Yeah!
pop. Good.
Let's hear it in town. Let's hear the uproar.
It's 13-2, and boy, what a crowd we have here tonight at Roy S. Effingham in the backcourt. Alley quickly up the sidelines. Trap. Altoff now across the court to Wolf. Wolf in the corner, Donaldson. Donaldson back out front to Altoff.
Oh, there was a travel,
Martin.
too. Hedge that.
Altoff out front. Altoff goes inside to Alley at the free throw line. Alley looks down below. Finds Martin. Back to Altoff. 10-footer up, in and out, no good. Rebound, battle for. Garrett's had it. Ball batted away. On the floor, jump ball. And this time the possession arrow favors Effingham. Oh, Becca Heitzig doesn't look like she's missed a beat other than having a splint or a wrap on her left hand.
Yeah, she took the black splint thing off, so I think she is just doing the wrap now. We knew there would be no lack of speed or no loss of speed.
Effingham out front between the legs, dribbled by Donaldson, kicks it out to Wolf. Wolf goes to Maples. Maples inside to Alley. Alley's not even looking to shoot its free throw line. She's looking to kick back out, kicks it out to Wolf. Maples, nice fake. Maples drives in, kick back out, Wolf.
They are being very, very patient. Lots of passes on offense, making our defense work.
Maples goes inside to Alley. She kicks out again to Donaldson. Donaldson will drive baseline, tries to throw it out to Martin, and ball batted away, and a travel was called on the baseline on Sydney Donaldson. 15-2, the Lincoln lead, 1:06 to go, and the student section out in force here tonight at Roy S. No boys game, didn't have anything better to do apparently on a Friday night. Down the lane, Proby, layup time, bodies all over the place, got her own rebound up and good, make it 17-2. Give Chloe 5. Nice balanced scoring right now by the Lady Railers, Coach.
Yeah, nice scoring here.
Proby steals the ball, is going to get nailed for a foul.
I think if she would have tipped up instead of tipping down, he might not have called that, but.
So Froby gets nailed for her first foul. And that is the second on the Lady Railers. Both teams with 2 fouls. 44.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln up 17-2 on the Effingham Lady Hearts. Donaldson across to Alley. Alley got trapped in the corner. Back to Donaldson. And they may be getting close to a 10-second count. Maples finally gets it across the timeline. Maples goes down the lane, ball batted away. Stolzenberg going to get nailed for the foul.
And I'm going to say I think Becca earlier in the season would have had that long pass, but you can see just that little hesitation if she wanted to put that left hand in there to get it, which that's why we've got her in the game right now, just having her feeling it out, seeing how she's doing.
Piper Whiteman in the basketball game. They go into Martin. Nice pass. Somebody fell a little bit of a sleep there on defense. Got inside the defense and got the layup. Martin gets the basket. Alyssa Martin with her first deuce. And it's 17-5. Becca drove down the lane, nearly fell down. Froby go down the lane. Layup time. Didn't get it. Rebound. Garris goes up for it. Ball batted away. Going to be Lincoln basketball.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I don't have a 42
on their roster. That is Alyssa Martin. I had it on mine and apparently not on the one that they handed out. So
okay. Sorry about that.
18-footer, up and good. That's just a deuce. 19-4 the Lincoln lead. Give Chloe 7. Altoff has the basketball in the backcourt as time runs out. At the end of one quarter, it's Lincoln 19, Effingham 4. Let's send it back to the studio for a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have more Lady Railer basketball. You're listening to WLCN 96.3 FM.
Time for dinner.
Donating pet food can keep families together. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Back here at Roy Sanderson Gymnasium, Effingham makes an adjustment, goes zone, but Chloe Frobe, the nice pass to Tori Garretts, gets the layup. It's 21-4, the Lincoln lead. Just starting the second quarter.
So if you're watching, the Effingham coach went from a man-to-man where they were sagging to now just a 2-3 zone.
And Beals nearly lost the ball again at the half-court line, kicks it to Altoff. Altoff, the basketball goes to Martin. Martin to Maples. And they're going to pull it out again and make the Lincoln defense work.
Kind of trying to get us to come out a little bit, spread us out, and then work it inside, kick it out.
Altoff Maples, the kick out three, no good. Rebound batted away by Effingham, and it ends up in Tori Garrett's hands. Here comes Frobe the other way. Good kick to Stolzenberg. Tarrant. Back out Frobe, three on the way. Good. Bang, and Collision Concepts three. 24-4. Effingham still in the backcourt,
Oh, get
ball
that one.
batted away or knocked away.
Had to have been close to another 10-second. I'm wondering if this wolf is not related to the
Parker Wolf.
Yeah,
used to kill us from Effingham. Yes, I wondered that myself, and hopefully she doesn't shoot it like you did. Ball batted away on the interior defense. Very good. Here comes Chloe. Chloe down the lane. 10-footer up and no good. Rebound to Beals of Effingham. Maples quickly up the floor. Now Effingham will reset their offense.
One thing I do know, some of these girls are battling that whatever's going around here in Lincoln, and I don't know if it's all over, but.
And the ball batted away by Chloe Frobe. She's going to have it easy too. Up and good.
I wouldn't say easy the way the night's going, but everybody having that stuffy nose, and so doing a good job here defensively.
In the Maples in the lane. She'll kick it back out, threw it into the Lincoln bench as Taylor Rohrer nearly got hit in the head with that pass. You know, she's a former point guard. She should be more alert than that.
Her reflexes. You know, she is carrying another one on board.
That's
there. So
true. Yeah, we got it.
She was protecting him first. So
we have to be sensitive about it.
Yeah.
Bowman, right wing. Goes baseline Whiteman.
Kind of watching Effingham zone a little bit here.
Whiteman to Stolzenberg. Now they're going to move Garrett's high post. Effingham in what looks to be about a 2-3 zone. Frobe over the zone. Three-pointer up, in and out. No good. Rebound Bowman. Stolzenberg, three up and no good. Frobe battles, gets the rebound. Layup time, no good, and a foul.
Do you see that look, that smile? But I think that's a frustrated smile as another missed opportunity there for an and one play.
Frobe at the line. She'll have two. 5:11 to go. First one up and good. Second one up and good. Oh, and ball batted away by Chloe to Bowman. Bowman, Stolzenberg. Frobe, three on the way. Got it. Bang, a collision concept three. Make it 31-4 and give Chloe Frobe 17. Beals to Alley.
Those are those passes we want.
Ahead to Wolf. Wolf going to drive the lane, and Garrett's going to get nailed for the foul.
I sometimes call those sympathy fouls.
Could be at this point. She also drugged the pivot foot, too.
Yeah.
Which could have been because of the contact or before the contact. And Becca Heitzig comes back into the basketball game for Tori Garrett's. Alley got the ball. Oh, that was interesting.
Becca had it almost.
Becca nearly had that one, and Beals comes out of there with it. Beals, ball kicked by Frobe out of bounds. Remain Effingham basketball.
I think there was an award for most kickballs. Chloe might have that one.
4:40 to go here in the half. Lincoln up 31-4. Again, getting out finally to that start we've been talking about, Coach, where they almost put the game away before halftime.
Yeah, that first quarter wasn't our best showing. We came out, I'd say, a little flat, not really as fundamentally sound as we normally are.
Wolf missed the shot. Frobe came out of there with it. Heitzig baseline. Heitzig against the zone out front. Stolzenberg. They try to go to Whiteman, kicked ball, and it'll remain Lincoln basketball.
Let's see here. Now this is an interesting inbound defense. All four just lined up across the baseline, and one girl
out. Kick out Frobe. 3 on the way. Oh no, and it went off the top of the backboard. Stayed in bounds. Beals the rebound to Maples. Maples up the sideline, nearly threw it away. Niebrugge into Donaldson. Nice move down the lane. Whiteman going to get nailed for the foul.
That was a good catch. Good. She caught it really high and did a good job keeping it high and made a good move to the basket.
Piper Whiteman, that is her second foul, the 15th foul. Tori Garrett's in the basketball game for Piper Whiteman.
What's nice about these girls, you can intermix them and change them, and you don't lose much chemistry at all. So,
Coach, the JV team had to play a lot of minutes, maybe more than they have in some other games. Is it possible maybe Coach Rohrer may hold them on the bench a little longer, get them a little more rest, rather than bringing him in at this point in time?
I would think, especially with the game tomorrow, but here, Becca Heitzig again. Oh.
Becca misses a 10-footer off the baseline. Rebound to Maples. Effingham quickly up the floor ahead of the defense. Niebrugge goes inside to Alley. Nice 5-foot turnaround. 31-8. Marissa Alley with the layup. Stolzenberg, baseline Heitzig. Becca, Stolzenberg. Cross court Bowman and threw the ball away and into the crowd.
So that's, I mean, some uncharacteristic turnovers on our part today. I'm just wondering if you're seeing some of that illness. Just fundamentally, we haven't played our best basketball this half.
3:27 to go here in the first half. Lincoln up 31-8.
Cut it.
Niebrugge in trouble and travel with the basketball.
That's
so the
what
trap
Becca
in the
brings.
coffin corner working.
Yeah, Becca brings that speed there on that wing of that 1-2-2 press. Does a nice job there.
Bowman, 3 on the way. Got it. Ran it home. A Collision Concepts 3, bang. 34-8, the Lincoln lead. Give 6 for Jenna Bowman.
I think that's our 5th 3 already for this half.
Sydney Donaldson in the backcourt, still in the backcourt. Now Alley will get it across the timeline. They've been close to a couple of 10-second calls. Niebrugge, cross court Maples. Niebrugge faked the 3, drives down the lane, left-handed layup up, no good. Mia Clark in the basketball game for Lincoln.
Jenna.
Niebrugge stole it from Bowman and forced the jump ball. It'll be Effingham basketball.
So that, again, an uncharacteristic thing. Jenna put the ball above her head instead of chin in the basketball there on that rebound, and they were able to dig it out.
Inbounds to Donaldson. Donaldson tries to back it in. Corner, Niebrugge, 3 out of the corner, up, no good. Bowman will haul the rebound down and get it to Frobe. Taylor Green in the basketball game for Effingham. Mia Clark across to Bowman. Bowman another 3, up and back of the iron, no good. Rebound, and Niebrugge hauls it out of there. To Maples. Maples across the timeline to Marissa Alley. Alley holds it out there. Back out front Maples, and again they go to this extended offense.
Yep, I think it's more of a 13, and then they're just running trying to spread us out.
And ball batted away. Good defense by the Lady Railers. Frobe. Nice pass. Heitzig. Layup time. Got it.
2 teammates that have played together for a long time, knowing that Becca will be there. Becca did a nice job.
Obviously knew the trailer was there. Got her the basketball. Niebrugge in front of the Lincoln bench. Goes in the corner. Donaldson out front. Niebrugge. In the corner. Maples, long 3 out of the corner. Rainbow shot, didn't hit anything. Heitzig went for the rebound. A little tentative there and got it back on the steal. Here comes Becca quickly up the floor. Becca to Bowman. Clark. Mia tried to drive in, get the shot. Becca will drive in, kick out Bowman. 3 on the way. Got it. Bang, another 3 from Collision Concepts. Nice. 39-8, the Lincoln lead. It's 9 for Jenna Bowman. All on 3 made threes. Maples the basketball. goes to Green. Back out front, Maples. You see they're running a 1-3-1 offense with somebody running the baseline. Donaldson back out front, Niebrugge. Maples goes in the alley. Oh, and she walked with the basketball. No call. Goes in the corner. Donaldson, 3 on the way. No, nothing but iron. Rebound goes to Garrett's. Garrett's to Frobe. 46 seconds to go in the half. Garrett's Clark the 3. Up and no good. Front of the iron. Rebound Green. 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Effingham the basketball down 39-8. Maples goes to Green.
They're really stretching our defense out, working to get inside. 30 traveled again, but
Donaldson baseline couldn't hit the shot, and the rebound goes to Heitzig, and Becca quickly up the floor. Becca really pushing the ball. Goes nice pass, Frobe, layup, didn't get it. Gets her own rebound up and good.
That was a great pass by Becca on that transition.
41-8, the Lincoln lead. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Long 3 by Niebrugge. In and out, almost went in.
It did.
At the end of one half, it is Lincoln 41, Effingham 8. We're going to send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have halftime scoring and the halftime show. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. At Roy S. Anderson, where the Lady Railers lead 41-8 over Effingham at halftime. And the lovely young lady next to me has got on a special shirt. Jan Bowers, former coach, former Lady Railer. Looks like you're outfitting the former Lady Railers with the sweatshirt. Tell us about it.
Well, this is actually something that Stacy Sparks came up with after we had gotten together, a couple weeks ago. And so it says Lady Railers, and it says always a railer. So
yeah, once a railer, always a railer.
And special for Lady Railers, yes.
So is this exclusively for anybody who's been a former Lady Railer, or can the general public get one of these?
Well, it's up to Stacy. She's the one that designed it, and she has a friend that made them, and we've had several people come up right now and ask for orders. So we do want it specifically for ladies, Lady Railers, nothing against the guys, but we want to do something for Lady Railers to promote the Lady Railers. So I'm guessing that she would, if anybody else wants one, they can get in touch with me, and I can get in touch with Stacy, and she'll order them. It's $25 for the crew, and I think maybe $30 for the hoodie.
A really nice design. I like the design too.
Super.
Yeah,
it's super.
So we want to see. So you people out there who are former Lady Railers, who are living in Arizona or Texas, Florida, some places like that, we want you to get in touch with somebody, order one of these. We want to see some of these in other states. We want people to ask you, what's a railer? What's a rail splitter? We want people asking that. So Jan, we see you got another group here tonight. You guys are coming out in force rooting for this basketball team.
We are. They're exciting to watch, and they deserve the recognition that they're getting and the promotion that they're getting. And this is a group of people that we said we should have done this years ago. We haven't seen each other, some of us, for, 20, 30 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
we're getting together, and they're kind of coming out of the woodwork, and we've got more coming tomorrow. And it's just really exciting to get Lady Railers back together, and it's a proud moment to have these people here.
Well, it's especially females in sports.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
You've coached at the high school level. You've coached at the college level. Kind of from a coach's perspective, or what you've seen in athletic departments, what does it mean? We've seen this program, the Lady Railer program, when Taylor took it over, it was a pretty low point. It was almost rock bottom. What does it mean, though, when you have an athletic department that has several successful programs as opposed to maybe just one or two?
How important is that? And that's the community that are standing behind the programs because of the success that we have in so many different sports. But it takes one to get the interest of the young kids. A lot of, there was not females that we went through a little lull that the females didn't want to play and maybe didn't have the strong programs. And now they can see that the Lady Railers are doing well, and they want to come out and support that. And the same thing with the boys. Boys have always had it from young age, and it hasn't been
That's
prominent.
what we talked about. Yes. There's always been that program, in June they always are doing things for the younger kids and getting them started earlier, or the junior railer program, basketball, and they really didn't have that for girls for a long time. So
well, and we're seeing, and I'm sure you're aware of this too, but we're seeing some programs that don't have numbers and aren't able. We know Charleston at one point was talking about suspending their varsity program. We've seen other schools suspend varsity programs because of numbers, sheer numbers. They didn't have the numbers. It looks like this program at least is maybe back on the upswing of getting numbers of girls who want to be involved with the program and who want to play the sports. But numbers are the key, and winning kind of fixes everything, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It helps.
Absolutely. And I'll share a little my perspective. When I was growing up, we didn't have the summer programs, the AAU programs. And it's a great thing, and it is promoted, and it's gotten some girls to be able to get to a Division I level. But there's players that are burning out from that they're almost playing too much, and it's sometimes I think maybe it is a little much.
Well, and if then the NCAA kind of ruled on that this year. They actually have eliminated, there's usually 6 tournaments that they could play. They've now taken it down to 4. So you got 2 in the spring, 2 in July, because it was just so much. In July they were seeing a lot of injuries with many of those AAU programs, players, because they were playing one exposure tournament after the other, and by the time you got to that final exposure tournament in July, the caliber of play wasn't the same. The injuries were happening just because there was no rest. And so the NCAA, I think, I don't agree with everything they do, but I thought that was a good change they made this year to actually only make it 2 in July, 2 in the spring.
Well, somebody who experienced that when we were living over in Indiana, there was a large AAU tournament up in Noblesville.
Oh, there still is.
In April. So, you're talking about not, maybe 2 weeks after high school seasons are ending, these kids are playing in AAU tournaments. As much as I hate to say this, there's somebody making a chunk of money off of those AAU tournaments. There's a lot of money flowing through that. You get shoe companies involved. You got it's just, it almost becomes a full-time job at some point. And at some point, you're right, the fun goes away and there's some burnout associated with it.
It definitely is. And almost now, the big thing when I was playing, and probably you were playing, is we played every sport.
Yes.
We went from one sport to the next. Well, now you almost have to give up one or two sports.
They want you to be specialized.
Exactly, because you lose out. Somebody else is playing basketball full time, and you're not. And I hate to see that, because that's what I loved, was playing everything and going from one sport to the next. And you almost can't do that anymore.
But I think in turn, there's a lot of college coaches that do admire some of these girls, or actually recruit some of these girls that are actually multi-sport athletes, because they know they're athletic. They can play different things. They can put them in different roles. And so, it takes that coach. Not every coach is that way, but there are some coaches out there that actually see the benefit of playing that multi-sport. So
when I coached the golf team here, I recruited softball players. That's who I went for. They'd never played golf before.
Right.
But I said, if you can play softball, you can play golf. And we had some great players that made it to state because there were softball players.
Well, I have a great story. We had a young man when we were living down in Marion who was on the soccer team. And he was recruited by the football coach to be the place kicker for the soccer team. So what happens? They end up moving to Louisville. He ends up sending a film to Ohio State, to Urban Meyer, and ends up getting a full-blown scholarship to play as a place kicker for Ohio State University. His kid was a soccer player, had no intent of playing football, but got recruited into football and found his path to a full-blown scholarship.
Great story.
Yeah, and playing for a national championship in football. So
that's like a movie. I mean,
it is.
that's like a movie story.
It is a movie. Jan, thanks for joining us at halftime. We wanted to talk. We didn't get enough chance to talk to you the last time. Glad you were able to come up and join us again this time.
Thank you so much for bringing it out.
Yeah. You bet. Go Lady Railers.
Get a shirt. Get a shirt.
Get a shirt.
Get a shirt.
All right, Jan, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Coach Froby, you got some scoring here at halftime. Why don't you give it to the folks before we start second half?
Okay, I will. I'll start with the Effingham Hearts. Sydney Donaldson with 2 free throws. We have Marissa Alley with 2. Sage Altoff with 2, and 42 I didn't have on my roster.
Alyssa Martin
with 2, so that rounds out their 8 points. And for your Lincoln Lady Railers, Piper Whiteman with 2, Jenna Bowman with 3 threes for 9 points, Becca Heitzig in her return with 4, Taryn Stolzenberg with 3, and Chloe Froby with 19.
So, Lady Railers up 41-8, just about to start second half. Again, on the verge of locking up at least a share of their first ever Apollo Conference title and first conference title in 23 years. The last coming under Ed Moore in the Central State 8.
Is that, I was going to ask when it was and what team it was.
It was a 99-2000 team, and I can't remember if Steph Reichley had graduated and that was Angie Bossingham, or if Steph was a senior that year.
Got it.
I'll have to go back
and that was
look.
CS8 though? They were part of
Central State 8. Jan won a Big 12 title with one of her teams. Jan Smock won a Big 12 title, and Don Foltz won 3 Big 12 titles in a row. Back in the back when I was young.
You still are, Jay.
And Fred Flintstone was driving around. Froby, 3 on the way. Bang. Collision Concepts 3 for Chloe Froby. That's how we opened the second half, 44-8. Chloe with 22, approaching her average of 27.5. Beals the basketball, goes left wing Altoff, back out front to Beals. Into Alley baseline Maples. Maples drives in, going to kick it back out to Beals. They're still being patient, Coach.
They are doing a nice job hitting the middle, then trying to hit it outside for that look, but nice little drive there.
Nice drive by Altoff, ball batted around, and Garrett comes out of there with it. She just ripped it out of there to Froby. Chloe, right wing to Stolzenberg. Bowman,
Let's
3 on the way, launches it, bang, a Collision Concept 3. And Jenna Bowman is on fire.
That's 4 threes for Bowman. Froby's got 3 threes, and Taryn Stolzenberg's got a 3, so is that 8?
I think so. And you know what? I think Jenna's only missed 2 threes that I can think of. Froby steal at the half-court line and had a layup coming but got fouled. That was the only alternative Beals had, was just kind of reach out and grab.
I was hoping the girls might, like you said, get to play 4 quarters tonight. Got to get conditioned here for postseason.
Whiteman shot off the baseline a bit short, and we have yet to see Finley Farmer make an appearance as assistant coach on the bench over there.
Well, that's why our offense is off. Finley's not over there running it.
In the corner, Altoff got Maples on the baseline, wide open, didn't see her. Out front to Beals. Beals knee bruggy. Beals. Corner Altoff. Back out front, Beals. Alley's pushing Whiteman all over the place under the basket. Donaldson the basketball, Maples loses the basketball. Froby, layup time, almost too far to the basket, still got it. 49-8. Maples to Beals. They go into Alley, ball tipped away again, and here comes Froby pushing the basketball. Froby got fouled by Alley. Marissa Alley's going to get nailed for the foul, I believe.
I'm not sure. It could be 1 or 2 of them, so. Yep.
Marissa Alley, that is her first, the team's second in the second half. Stolzenberg kick out Whiteman. Whiteman 18-footer just inside the arc. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound Frobe up and good. (51-8) the Lincoln lead. Chloe Frobe with 26. 5:31 to go here in the third.
And what was the score last time we played? Did you say
83-46?
83-46.
And I think we did have a running clock in the fourth quarter of that game.
I think so. I think you are correct. I was there, and that was the night we were getting ready to leave for Vegas too. We're doing a much better job getting into that into the high post there and not letting them touch that so that they can't make that pass out to the wings.
McKinley Knapp going to come in the basketball game for Lincoln, subbing for Tori Garretts, and Alyssa Martin, number 42, the player coach doesn't have on her roster, comes into the basketball game for Effingham. Frobe, Bowman, Effingham. I guess it's a zone.
Yeah.
McKinley Knapp, layup coming, got it. 53-8.
Let's see if they're back in their 13 offense or what their adjustment. Maybe they made it. They're cutting somebody down the high side and then maybe to baseline.
Althoff with a nice move, nice spin move, and nice shot over Piper Whiteman. 53-10, the Lincoln lead. Frobe.
And they went back to, would you say this is a stretched out 2-3 or?
Yep, I would say that. And Frobe tries to get the shot off, and she got fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2. And the foul's on number 20, I believe.
I do think so, too.
Sage Althoff, that is her first. And the team's 4th of the second half. Frobe up and good. Sydney Donaldson going to come, or no, I take that back. That is Abby Cunningham?
Is that 34?
No, it's Olivia Mosier. I'm sorry, Olivia
yes.
Mosier comes in the basketball game for Effingham. Frobe's second one up and got it. Got them both. Chloe Frobe right at her average of 27 a game, 55-10 the Lincoln lead. A lot of smiles over on the Lincoln bench, and I guess you can have them when you're up 45 points in the third quarter. Ball kicked away by Frobe. It'll stay Effingham basketball. And Becca Heitzig's fan club is here tonight. She comes back in the basketball game. Taryn Stolzenberg going to take a seat.
Some happy people here to see number 4 back on the floor.
Niebrugge back out front to Maples. Maples goes inside to Alley. Alley at the free throw line. Tried to kick it down to Martin. Ball batted away. Nice interior defense by the Lady Railers.
Yeah, we're doing a much better job, like I said, denying that pass to the high.
Frobe 3, bang.
Another
collision concept. 3:58-10. Chloe Frobe with 31.
That's the 9th three-pointer for your Lady Railers. So she wanted that steal. Oh, nice little move
nice
there.
Nice up and under move by Madison Maples. Gets the deuce, 58-12. Kick in the corner, Bowman. Out front, Whiteman. 3 on the way, up short, no good. Rebound, Bowman went for it.
She almost had it.
Almost had it. Martin comes out of there with it. Here comes Niebrugge up the left sideline. She'll go back out front to Maples. Niebrugge goes inside to Alley, and ball batted away by Frobe. Here comes Chloe the other way. 1-on-2. Chloe, good kick to Heitzig.
Good job. Get confidence back in Becca there.
Martin baseline, nearly traveled the basketball. Back out front, Maples, long 3 on the way, no good. Short rebound.
Good rebound by Becca.
Here comes Becca in a hurry. Lily Holmes about to come in. Frobe, bounce pass. Bowman up and good.
Moving the ball really well here, better this quarter here.
You know, one thing I've noticed, I think they play a little bit faster when Becca's in the lineup than when she's not.
Yep.
Only because her nature is to push the basketball.
She does. Well, Chloe doesn't have to come back for the ball. Becca does a good job. Becca can handle it, so I think they're going to start subbing the JV players in here.
McKinley Knapp with nice defense inside. As Bowman and Frobe are going to take seats. Gracie Schneider in the basketball game. Lily Holmes in the basketball game.
Here's where this is where I'm like, we really got to get to where we can play 4 quarters. I mean, these girls are playing 2.5 quarters a night, and I think that's scary here when you're a week away from postseason.
Holmes out front, Heitzig. Heitzig passing the corner. Whiteman, 3 on the way. Up and went around and out. Ball batted away. Oh, Heitzig almost had it. Here comes Effingham quickly the other way. Alyssa Martin, stutter step down the lane. Layup, got it. 62-14, the Lincoln lead. 1:46 to go here in the third. And a timeout called, 30-second timeout called. I think it's a Lincoln 30-second timeout. I think
to get some subs in.
Subs in the basketball game. Looks like Cena Adams and Mesa McLeod coming in.
Oh.
So the JV girls who won by 22 tonight will get to play the final about 10 minutes of this basketball game.
Oh, we've got some spirit competition going on here.
Next thing you know, it's going to be a less filling tastes great contest here.
Or what's your number? Do you remember, like, come on, freshman? What? You're chanting your numbers here. We got 99s and what, 7?
Yeah. So Jan Bowers and the Lady Railers group trying to get something going here at the end of this basketball game. Knapp, layup time, good. McKinley Knapp, nice hands inside, fought for the basketball, didn't lose control, put it up and in. She's got 4, 64-14, minute 28 to go in the basketball game.
Hey, and we've got viewers from Texas, Georgia, Illinois, Arizona. So they're saying, hey, get on there and leave a comment. Say where you're from. All these people are across the country watching these Lady Railers. We want to know, and we want to see where you're from.
Hey, yeah, write Lloyd Kirby and tell him how much you enjoyed the broadcast, and write our sponsors and tell them how much you enjoyed the broadcast, because they're the reason we're able to bring you these basketball games.
Most
and
definitely.
We need that help come postseason time, so we can bring you all the postseason basketball here from Railerland. As the second one is up and good, make it 64-15. Donaldson has 3 points on the evening.
All 3 free throws.
Gracie Snyder kicked to Holmes baseline. Lilly into trees, up, no good. Hit the bottom of the iron. Ball batted away by Mesa McLeod, and Effingham comes out of there with it. Here comes Madison Mapes. Mapes down the lane, up and no good. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Cena Adams, her first.
CC got it.
Yep. Taylor Green in the basketball game for Effingham. Jeff Schaefer's club, 18-9, probably going to go to 18-10 as Niebrugge misses a 3 out of the corner. Rebound Donaldson. Martin comes up with it. Up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Ball on the floor. Martin comes out of there with it. Martin to Green. Green partially blocked, and ball knocked out of bounds by number 12, Niebrugge.
And I want to say
42, Martin knocked it out of bounds.
I think the Effingham coach had a milestone like 500 wins or something this year too. I think Martin
gets the shot to go and is going to get the harm as well. We'll see who the foul is on, and it's on Cena Adams. CC with 2 quick fouls. Don't worry, CC. I know what the record is for fouling out of a game. I believe it's held by Greg Prisk back in 75 or 6, who fouled out in 53 seconds. Hopefully Greg's not listening. Yeah. All right, Merle Siefkin may have fouled out in quicker than 53 seconds. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up.
Oh.
CC gets the basketball. CC, we need her to hit a 3, make up for the 2 fouls. Gracie Snyder has a wide open 10-footer, doesn't
want to take it. She's looking for McKinley.
Goes inside to McKinley. McKinley got fouled up, no good. Rebound, Donaldson comes out of there with it. Well, the Effingham girls haven't given out. Baseline, Martin going to drive in the lane, throws up the shot, got it to go. So Alyssa Martin, I believe that's 8 for her.
Yeah, that is.
She may break into double figures before this one's over. Ball batted away by Effingham, and here they come. Quickly ahead to Martin. Almost had it.
And
she's going to go to the
pick her third one up
for double figures, and Cece's going to pick up her 3rd foul. Cena Adams, her 3rd, the 4th team foul. And Alyssa Martin going to go at the free throw line. She's got 8 on the evening. Coming off the bench, first one up and got it, 9. If she makes this one, she'll be the only Effingham player in double figures.
And we didn't even have her. I didn't even have her on my roster.
So she's a non-roster invitee. No, that's spring training. That comes up here in a few weeks. Second one up and rolling home. Got 10. And they haven't changed the scoreboard yet. 64-21, the Lincoln lead. With 8 seconds to go here in the third. Gracie Snyder to bring it across the half-court line. Gracie, good bounce pass to Cece Adams out front. And time's going to run out. Mason McLeod couldn't get the shot off at the end of 3. It's Lincoln 64, Effingham 21. We will be back in 60 seconds with quarter number 4. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
One of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history at Post Nightclub in Orlando.
Walking into the building for the first time after the shooting, it was crippling, but it had to be preserved. If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
I'm a little bit concerned, Coach, back here at Royce Anderson Gymnasium, 64-21, that this group of older women down here, because I can't say too much, they're my age, is making the student section look bad by their cheering at this
I
game.
agree.
Yeah, I mean, the student section was good early on, but they've kind of, I don't say crapped out, but that's about the size of it.
Yeah, and they're showing spirit here all the way through.
Yeah.
So
Effingham, the 3 is up. And was that Niebrugge that got the 3? It was.
Yes, it was.
So she breaks the scoring drought, her first 3 of the basketball game. Mia Clark going to drive in. Mia got knocked to the ground, and the tripping foul is going to be called. Marissa Alley, that is her second team foul and the 5th on Effingham. Lincoln inbound the ball under their own basket. Looking, McLeod kicks it into Schneider, hit the net as she threw it up. Schneider, the throw up to McKinley Knapp, tried to throw it up high. Ball tied up, and it'll stay Lincoln basketball.
As we do have a running clock here in this fourth quarter. Yes. So those of you watching at home, it will be running clock.
Lincoln up 64-24. Boy, how many games have we had a running clock this year? Mia Clark, the 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Effingham skies for it. Altoff comes out of there with it.
I think the question would be how many games have we not?
That would be a much shorter list, wouldn't it? Yes. It's surprising how many times they've had a running clock in this fourth quarter. Altoff, the 3 on the way, didn't get it. Rebound, and Mason McLeod missed a rebound there. Rebound, and Effingham in the lane, up no good. Mosier, the shot up no good. Niebrugge picks it up, layup time, no good. Rebound, McKinley Knapp hauls it out of there. Off to Gracie Snyder. Snyder, Holmes to Snyder. Clark faked the 3, almost traveled, throws it to Schneider. Schneider down the lane, tries to kick the pass out. Ball batted around. Clark goes up for the layup, got fouled again. Coach, at this point, I know people call it, well, it's mop-up time kind of for the girls, but as the coach, you're still wanting the girls to play you're wanting the girls to play their offenses and defense. You're wanting them to show that they can run this and earn some trust that you can put them into the basketball game when it's not a 40-point game.
Exactly. But like you said, they played a game before and played most of it. So, and they've got to play tomorrow.
Mia Clark, first one up and good. Yes, the girls played, the JV played a lot of minutes in that earlier game, probably more than they have in many of the other games.
Right.
And maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in at this point.
So you're going to see, maybe some mistakes that they wouldn't make if they were
not only that, they are
fresh.
They're playing against most of Effingham's starters, too. That's the other thing, too, is they're playing against upperclassmen. Effingham's got a lot of juniors and seniors on their varsity roster. Niebrugge shot, top of the key, almost banked it in. Rebound, Mia Clark batted around. McKinley Knapp hauls it out of there to Gracie. Gracie ahead to McLeod. Holmes, McLeod.
It is McLeod's birthday today, too, so.
Schneider. Clark, back out front McLeod. Come on, Mesa, hit a shot on your birthday.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Lily Holmes, the bang, the collision
Holmes
concept
for
three. She got one. 69-24.
I'm going to say that's a C. Jenna had 4, Chloe had 4 threes, Taryn had 1. I think that's our 10th 3 of the game, so.
Clark strips the basketball and is going to get called for a foul. We haven't had a chance to mention our fine sponsors. We've talked about them. They are fine sponsors, and folks, please stay with us. You're going to ride the ride, keep riding the lightning with this girls basketball team. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. They're the sponsor of the list of the game. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66. The Lincoln Dare program, the Hampton Inn in Lincoln, and of course Uncle James Siddons.
Oh, Uncle James.
Our video sponsors, Heartland Community College, is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. McKinley Knapp, free throw coming for the freshman. Up and good.
She got it.
Nails it. Lincoln in the bonus. Blades Hair and Nail Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skin care, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. McKinley nails the second one. I know personally that Lloyd Kirby goes to Blades to get his eyebrows done.
Well, you know what? Everybody in town wants to look like Lloyd, so they need to go to Blades, right?
That's true.
They want that Lloyd haircut.
Lloyd has to look good for that afternoon 411 show that he does. Effingham, shot on the way by Green, a three-pointer. She rattles it home, and it's 71-27. 2:38 to go in the basketball game. Folks, we can't say this enough. If you're looking for good sponsorship opportunity, you want to help out, contact Lloyd Kirby at WLCN, because
Lily
we're
Holmes
looking for postseason sponsors. As Lily Holmes knocks down the baseline shot, we would really love to be able to mention your name from the Assembly Hall over in Champaign during the girls' state tournament.
Oh, we're at ISU.
Oh, that's right. We are at Redbird Arena. I keep forgetting that. Sorry. We're at Red. Well, it doesn't matter. State tournament's the state
That's
tournament.
right.
We want to mention your name during the state tournament because these girls are going to get there. I have ultimate confidence in them. So contact Lloyd Kirby at the WLCN studios, and he can help set you up with game sponsorship as we go on the postseason trail. Green, shot out of the corner, almost got another three. Ball batted around Mia Clark. She's going to kick it ahead to CC down the lane. She's not going to take the shot. Minute 41 to go, up 74-27. Goes inside to Knapp, and Knapp has the ball batted out of bounds as Effingham has substituted. Lily Wise in the basketball game, number 3 for Effingham.
Oh, I was hoping Mace would be able to score for her birthday there. But, you know, that was a good look by CC. Probably should have maybe taken a couple dribbles, given a bounce pass to McKinley. Would have given her a better look, better angle.
Holmes going to drive down the lane. Nice
Look at
move by
her.
Lily Holmes lays it up and in. 76-27. Out front, Effingham around the out front.
Oh, another steal by Holmes up to Schneider. Oh, out to CC, and she gets it. 2 points there for CC Adams. That's her first 2 of the game.
We've got people checking in from Kentucky, from Indiana, from Arizona, and of course Diana Hightower from Texas, and somebody named Walters from Bushnell. Do you know who that might be?
That might be family. He might claim me. I'm not sure.
Right.
But that'd be my brother, and I'm sure my niece and my nephews are out there.
And we have somebody named Fast Cat watching the Lady Railers from South Padre Island. Probably a fugitive from justice because using this false name Fast Cat. And of course our buddy Dante Drake from over in Charleston and Coles County, watching us online as it's down to 10 seconds to go.
Thanks for checking in. We like to hear and see all the people these Lady Railers are reaching out to. So
Ladies going to win this one in a walk, 78-27 over the Lady Hearts from Effingham, and go to 27-0. That ties the school record for victories in a season and clinches a share of the conference title, depending on what Taylorville. Another loss by Taylorville, another win by the ladies, and the ladies win it outright, but they clinch at least a share of the Apollo Conference crown, their first conference title in 23 seasons, with a victory here tonight, 78-27. We're going to send it back to the studios for a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with the postgame show and an interview with Coach Taylor Rohrer in just 2 minutes. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com proudly present live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lady Railer Basketball is brought to you in part by these fine sponsors. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located in downtown Lincoln at 509 Pulaski Street. Call 217-735-4385. Heartland Community College, Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln Dare program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool, along with competitive rates. James Siddons, a proud supporter and longtime fan of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. Thank you for watching WLCN's exclusive live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball.
Games back at a record of 8-2. That's the first conference title in 23 seasons for the Lady Railers, and the first conference title since Taylor Rohrer has been here. The 27 victories also matches the school record set by the 1998-1999 team that made it to Redbird Arena as they won 27 games. The consecutive wins continue to roll up. That continues to be a record every time they add to one. 27 consecutive wins for this basketball team. Coach, they just keep setting records along the way.
They do, and I love that whenever they were talking about that, I think they got interviewed one time and somebody was asking them about the records, and you know what, I don't think they care about that. Like I said earlier, it's not their ultimate goal. Their goal is, it's nice, but you know what, they want to be just like this team. What'd you say? They had the wins before they were at Redbird, and that's the goal that these girls are. I think I'm going to have to ask Tina if she won the 50-50. She wants to go see, you know what came out tonight? I just got to give everybody a heads up. You know, 80 for Brady came out tonight, so I think Tina's wanting to go see 80 for Brady. But
shouldn't it be Brady is 80, because isn't he like 80 years old?
Wait, don't, everybody says it. I'm like, he's my age.
You're 80?
They're like, oh, he's like a grandpa. And I keep saying, wait a minute. Like, you keep saying that. Keep saying he's old. He's my age, and I don't feel old. So.
I'm looking at your husband down there, and I see the beginning of some gray hairs, even though he keeps it short. Trust me, there's the beginning of some gray hairs down there.
I think that's from some kids.
That's from being married. Trust me.
Oh, maybe that too.
So 78-27, we're having a good time here, folks, as you can tell. Once again, thanks to all the sponsors. Hey, if you want to ride the Lightning with this team as they go through the postseason, get a hold of Lloyd Kirby and Jim Ash at WLCN. We'd love to have some more sponsors come on board and be able to bring you these Lady Railer games in style as we see Kirk Whiteman milling around the center circle here to watch his daughter play here tonight.
Do you want me to run through scores?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and run through the scores?
I'll run through some scores.
We don't have anything better to do at this point.
We'll run through the scores. When it's 78-27, you guys just get to hear us talk about, whatever we want to talk about. So I'll start with Effingham Hearts here. So we had Madison Mapes with 2. We had Ella Nieberge with 3. Sage Altoff with 4. Taylor Green with 3. Marissa Alley with 2. Sydney Donaldson, I think I said that right, with 3 free throws, 3 points. And the leading scorer for your Effingham Hearts was Alyssa Martin with 10. So she was their only one there in double figures. For your victorious Lady Railers, we had a lot of scores here tonight. So we had Lily Holmes with 8, Piper Whiteman with 2, McKinley Knapp with 6, Mia Clark with 2, Cece Adams with 2, Taryn Stolzenberg with 3, Tori Garretts with 4, Jenna Bowman with 14, Becca Heitzig on her return tonight with 6, and Chloe Frobe leading all scorers with 31. And and I think we ended up with 11 3-pointers. I was trying to count here real quick, not without my glasses, but I'm not old.
The 11 3-pointers just short of the school record the girls set earlier this year, and I can't remember who that was against.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 3-pointers.
They had 14 threes in a game earlier this season, and for the life of me, I don't remember which one it was.
Was that at Naperville?
I think so.
I'm sorry, North. It was up at that Lyle tournament against Wheaton North.
Wheaton North. That was 14 threes. They had 14 threes in that game, broke the school record to 12. So 11 threes tonight for the Lady Railers.
And that's sponsored by Collision Concepts.
Collision Concepts, who, we should charge them for every 3-pointer made. That'll scare the poor folks at Collision Concepts. Again, 78-27 the score. And guess what? The victorious coach is getting her exercise that her doctor has prescribed.
But I don't see the Gatorade.
Walking up no Gatorade tonight. Walking up the steps as she has to do the coachly duties and talk to the alums. As she heads up, we'll let her get the headset on.
No Gatorade.
I know, I didn't have one today. I had one earlier, but it keeps down on my salt intake, so only one a day.
I was going to say, is Gatorade allowed as part of,
Well, the electrolytes are somewhat good for you. Yeah.
They help stave off my headaches that I get.
But it's got a high salt content, doesn't it?
Right, so I have to be cautious.
There you go.
So it's a balance. I've limited myself to 1 Gatorade a day.
You mean you can't just have a full-leaded Coke?
I know. That's really all I want is a Coca-Cola. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Not trying to be indelicate here, but when is the big event going to happen? I mean, when are you projected to
have the baby?
Yes.
Oh, I was like, well, I'm hoping we're going to win the regional.
No, not that.
The baby's due May 18th.
Oh, good. So it's after the season. So.
Yes. Yeah, we got a ways to go.
We don't want to worry. We don't want to have any incidents on the bench. No. No, thank you. Well, you didn't spend very much time. I always gauge how things are going by how much time coaches spend in the locker room at halftime and after the game. You didn't spend very much time with the kids. You must have been pretty pleased. I mean, what can we say after another running clock 78-27 victory over a pretty good Effingham basketball team?
Yeah, that's not a bad team. We did prepare for them, which we try to do before every game. The kids played really well today. We missed a couple bunnies at the beginning there. I was like, oh boy, what kind of night is this going to be? But then, the basket opens up, and usually our defense creates offense, and that's what happened. And so the kids played really well. I think, having Becca back on the floor a little bit gave us a little pep in our step, and the kids were excited about that. And they played really well. There's not much to say. A couple adjustments to our defense. We're collapsing a little bit too much, more than I would like on a team that has such good shooters. But other than that, they did a good job.
I thought your girls did a pretty good job. I thought maybe it was a little better in the second half of the interior defense. They stepped in the passing lanes and knocked a lot of balls.
Right.
If they didn't get the ball, they knocked it away somewhere.
I mean, they're smart players, and they adjusted to kind of what we talked about at halftime and how we want to guard that middle, but really we need to guard their shooters. They have really good shooters, and the last time we played them, they really lit us up in the third quarter, so we didn't want that to happen again.
Short turnaround, you've got a Collinsville team tomorrow, a 4A school that I understand is 13-14. Do you know much about them in advance?
They have a couple of good guards, quick. They've got 2 big kids, one who she really kind of sits in that paint, is like help side, but she's a big kid. They've got another big kid that they like to run short corner, so I did watch him against a zone, so we're going to come in tomorrow, prepare for that a little bit. But
we have talked, she and I talked about this before the game. Your team in virtually every game this year, which is part of the reason you're 27-0, has gotten off to for the most part, a very fast start. If not right away at the very beginning of the ball game, sometime during the first quarter or even the second quarter, they've all of a sudden something's kicked in gear, and the next thing you know, they're up 25, 30, 40 points at some point in time. But I noticed that Effingham tried to slow that down on the offensive end of things tonight and try and keep you from breaking away like that, but your team was still able to break away.
I mean, these kids, they just, they want a fast break. They want to get to the basket. They play such good defense that I think that, teams have tried to slow us down. Today is not the first time. Byron tried to do that. St. Dixon did that to us a little bit. So we handled it well. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer to put the points on the board, but Jenna hits a couple threes and all of a sudden everybody's like, let's go, and that's kind of the way it went
tonight. The basket finally opened up.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
And I think that's the other thing too about this team is, one, you virtually have 5 guards on the floor. I mean, let's face it. You virtually have 5 guards on the floor. Everybody can handle the basketball, but you're also somewhat unique in the fact that you got several good shooters on the floor at any point in time.
Absolutely.
And it's not just people making layups. We're talking 15, 20-foot shots. Chloe, Jenna, Becca comes in, right down 10-footer, boom, she nails it. Like she's not been gone. Piper can hit the shots. Tori gets open and does some nice things inside. So you've got 5 girls on the floor at any point in time can shoot the basketball in the hole.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're good basketball players. I mean, there's no disputing that. If one's having an off night, somebody else is definitely on, and that's the nice thing about this team is they don't really care who does the scoring as long as somebody's doing it. And that's that's one of the reasons this team is so special, because Jenna puts up 30, everyone's excited because we're probably winning the game. If Chloe puts up 30, everyone's pumped, we're probably winning, and that's what they care about. They care about winning, and that's why they're so good, is because they play together, and it's really special because it doesn't happen often.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. Not trying to look too far in advance, but have you seen the pairings? The pairings are out. The brackets are out.
Yeah.
You play at Bloomington, so you're not going very far from home.
Right.
Which I'm sure is pleasing to you. You play Rantoul, a team you've already faced.
Yes.
Your first game. You may have to play Bloomington on their home floor, depending on who wins between them and Champaign Central.
Yes.
Then looking down the road, you have a potential sectional opening game against Mount Zion, playing them for the third time this year. And then decent chance you might play Rochester on their home floor in the sectional. They were playing SHG tonight, I believe, and if they won, that was an outright CS8 title for them.
Right.
In a Rochester team you've already played once this year.
And a good Rochester team. I mean, they played us close. He's an excellent coach. I mean, it'll be a battle. So we got to make it out of our regional first. That's the important thing. Let's make it out of our regional, and then we're going to worry about the sectional.
We want to congratulate you. First of all, the 27 wins in a row, 27 wins that ties the school record for victories in a season. Congratulations to you and the girls. That's the result of a lot of hard work. But the first conference title for the girls program in 23 seasons.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that either.
I looked that up. The last conference title was with Ed Moore back in 99-2000 when they were in the Central State 8. In fact, it is by my calculations, the 8th conference title in school history. They'd won 5 Big 12 titles under 3 different coaches, 2 CS8 titles under Ed Moore, and then, you hate to say it, but it is true. I mean, the facts are just there. the program was kind of at the bottom of a down cycle when you took it over, and you brought this program, you and a lot of the feeder schools that are working with their girls, sending them to you, your staff. You've got Donnie, who's worked with you.
Finley Farmer.
And Finley Farmer.
Finley Farmer, her offense she brings.
Finley makes a big difference on the bench. But the first conference title in 23 years, you clinched a share of it tonight. You can win it outright if Taylorville loses, or you post another Apollo victory. So that's got to make you feel good. You got a conference title in your pocket.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I knew that there was a possibility of maybe tying with Taylorville as of tonight. I didn't realize that it was the first one in that long. I'm glad that you told me that's really special, and I'm really happy that it's this group of girls that got it, because they deserve it. They've really, they work hard, and they're good kids. So I'm really proud of them.
Well, and I'm just going to reiterate this. So they had a night off Wednesday, right? Yeah. It was, and there were 3 of them at WLB for an hour and a half at shooting. I mean, they went through their offense. But that's the commitment that these girls have. They want to win.
Yeah.
And they have a goal, and everybody keeps talking about the records, and I'm like, they don't care. That's not the goal.
Right.
And if you know this set of girls, there's no having to get them up. And we talked about this. He's like, how do you get up for a game that you've already won 80 to something? And I'm like, you don't have to. They're self-motivated. They have their goals. They know what they want, and they motivate themselves with that. So
absolutely, they're real special. Yeah, I mean, I gave them the night off because I was like, wow, we might not have another night off until if we are able to make it to our goals, we need a night off.
And there's
because
sickness.
They might not get another one. So let's rest our bodies, let's heal a little bit, and then come back out for good practice. We had a good practice yesterday. So
well, we talked about that, is that the girls have we've never seen them let up off the throttle.
Right.
And that takes, and I've talked about this, and probably too much so, but there's a warrior mentality that you need to have in competition, and some people don't have that every night. Some people don't have that every minute of every game. But there are some people, Michael Jordan would be a great example.
And it's Jordan Day.
Bob Gibson, when he was with the Cardinals as a pitcher, was a great example. The minute they crossed over those lines, that warrior mentality went, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to destroy you.
We'll leave no hope.
Yeah, I'm going to stick it to you. You are my enemy when we step across here. And that's not a bad thing. That is a good thing to have.
Right.
Especially for women that you are, let's say, sports here, we're teaching them to be leaders in their community, leaders, in their careers, and you want to have that competitiveness and want to have that kind of killer instinct where, hey, I can go in and lead a team.
Absolutely.
And that's what ultimately we're teaching them in sports.
Yeah, I mean, it'll all carry over. Sports is just a small chunk of their life, but they're going to be adults someday. They're going to be maybe moms. They're going to be career women. They have to take what is learned on the basketball floor and put it all into the other aspects of their life, and that's really special.
And you hope that they come away with understanding that at some point in life you're going to run into somebody who may be as talented or maybe more talented than you are, and at some point, but you want to make sure that person doesn't work harder than you.
Right.
That is
exactly.
Okay, what do I need to do? Right. What do I need to do to get ahead of you or to be competitive with you? Mm-hmm. Well, if I have to go back and work harder, I need to be willing to say I'm going to go back and work harder to get to the same level that this other person is.
Right.
Well, and I think that shows in their academics too. Like, I think Tina did that story in the Education magazine or whatever, that all of those juniors are in the top 10% of their class.
Yeah.
So that what you're talking about carries over into the academic side as well.
All right, we're going to let you go because we know you probably want to sit down. I don't blame you. I understand. Been there. Been there.
I'm like, wait.
Hey, my story of getting my wife to the hospital with the first child would have made a Blues Brothers chase film. Trust me, it would have. So we want to let you go ahead and get some rest and get the girls some rest, sit down. You've got an afternoon game tomorrow, going to be a short turnaround against Collinsville. 1 for the JV, 2:30 for the girls. Unfortunately, because of the conflict with the boys, we can't bring the game, but it will be available on the school's feed, I believe, and they do have the scoreboard on there. So no announcers. If you folks want to, kind of split between games, you can turn one TV on YouTube or your iPad onto this game and turn on the boys' game from Charleston tomorrow afternoon. But congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the conference title.
Thank you.
You're to be applauded for that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Taylor Rohr, for coming up and spending some time with us. So, Coach, got anything else you want to add before we sign off here this evening?
I don't know, Jay. We've talked a lot about different things tonight. I'm not sure if anybody wants to hear us anymore.
Probably not, but at least we've been entertaining. So, hey, folks, tomorrow afternoon is the next broadcast. It'll be the boys from Charleston at 2:30 p.m. Again, if you're wanting to come out and see the girls, please come out and watch the girls tomorrow.
Please do.
Bring your phone, iPad along. You can watch or listen to the boys' game on LCN FM on the Mixler app or watch it on the YouTube feed. Bring your headphones. You can listen to the boys, watch the boys, whatever you want to do, because they go off at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon down at Charleston.
And I'm going to say, if you're not watching that, watch your Aaron Romer is going to be live streaming the 7th grade state basketball game in East Peoria. So you've got 3 different games you could tune in.
West Lincoln Broadwell boys will be playing over at the state tournament in Peoria. The girls will play again here against Taylorville on February the 7th, and that is Tuesday. Is that Tuesday or Wednesday night? Wednesday?
Tuesday.
That's Tuesday night. That's right. It's a conflict. It is a conflict. That game got moved, and now it conflicts with the boys' game. So there will be a boys' game on Tuesday night. The next girls' broadcast will be February the 9th. We will get to go on the road, so it'll be on the road with Jay and Carrie from Muhammad Seymour.
I got to kind of just throw this out here. I may not. I'm hoping I'm not, because that is actually the state championship night for Cruz for the West Lincoln.
So you're going to leave me over at Muhammad all by myself?
You know what? I might. I'm not really hoping, but I am hoping, Jay, that I'm going to have to leave you alone.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you leave me alone, maybe we can talk Jan Bowers into coming over and maybe doing the color for us. I think she would really enjoy that. Hope you enjoyed the halftime interview with Jan. And if you're a former Lady Railer, contact her, Stacy Sparks. Get yourselves one of those T-shirts. So on behalf of Lloyd Kirby, our on-site producer, engineer, social media director, on behalf of Jolie Lurker, sitting back at the station, running everything expertly, on behalf of station manager Jim Ash, my broadcast partner Carrie Froh, we want to thank all of our fine sponsors again out there. Thank you very much for helping us bring Lady Railer basketball to the masses. We really appreciate your involvement and want you to continue to ride the Lightning into the postseason with these girls as they started off on Valentine's Day up at Bloomington, but still got 3 more games here in the regular season as they go for an undefeated regular season here at Lincoln Community High School. Again,
and I think their hashtag is Believe the Hype.
Yes.
So come on out here and believe the hype.
As John Gazzardo used to yell, you got to believe.
That's right.
You got to believe, and apparently the crowd believes because we had a great crowd here tonight.
We did.
So on behalf of our sponsors, please patronize our sponsors. It's time to send you back to the station for the nighttime fix. Again, this is Jay Harden. We're Lincoln won tonight, 78-27 over Effingham. They're 27th in a row, and they clinched their first conference title in 23 season. Good night, and thanks for listening.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com proudly present live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lady Railer basketball is brought to you in part by these fine sponsors. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located in downtown Lincoln at 509 Pulaski Street. Call 217-735-4385. Heartland Community College, Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skin care, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln Dare program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool, along with competitive rates. James Siddons, a proud supporter and longtime fan of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. Thank you for watching WLCN's exclusive live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.